Just when I got sober, my oldest daughter, who just turned 18, reached out to me and said, "Mom, I'm shooting coke and heroin, and I want to stop, and I need help." And so I went up to Washington, and I got her, and she was a ghost. She was about 98 pounds. Her body was just ravaged from the heroin. We had this battle just back and forth, and she'd, stop using for a couple of days, and then she'd go back to using. It's so brutally difficult to get sober and get off opioids. It's incredibly painful. She'd withdraw, and I would hold her in my lap and just tell her that she's got to fight through it, and that she can do it and she can make it. And I can remember her asking me a couple of times, "Mom, can I go to a clinic? Can I try Suboxone?" And at the time it was no, that's just a substitute. I didn't know anything about medication-assisted therapy. I had no business saying no. I had no idea what it was. Off and on, she would get a couple of days here and there, and she would return to using, and I had found her contraband, and I knew that she'd been using intravenously in the house. We were having this huge fight, and she's yelling at me, and I'm going, "Brittany, this stuff's gonna kill you." And she says, "Oh, Mother, quit being so dramatic." And that was the last conversation I had with her. It was actually a couple of days before Mother's Day. Got a knock at the door about 5:30 in the morning that she had overdosed alone in a bathroom on the floor. And she was gone. I just, working in the field and being a part of this culture of drug treatment, I always knew that was a possibility. I mean, that was the last thing I said to her was, "This stuff is going to kill you." But when that knock came, you can't describe the emotion, the thought. Nobody knocks on your door that early in the morning for good. Like, it just doesn't happen. And I knew, as soon as the knock came, I knew what it was. I didn't even have to open the door. I knew what it was. I knew she was gone. She was 22 years old.
For a lot of these people, the disease is profound. And if you don't give them a treatment that works, you can run them through any kind of process. You can lock them up. But when they get near the substance that they're addicted to, they cannot resist it. But if you give a person a medication that works, that helps them resist it, now they have a fighting chance. All they have to do is show up. They'll get medicine. They'll get people who care. They can now experience a life where they don't have to chase a substance and run it through their body. The people I would like to acknowledge are the people who bring somebody here and understand they're in need and realize that we're here to help and trust us. So those people I really want to shout out to and let them know that we are here to help, and please continue to bring anybody at risk here, and we'll do our best to help them.